Hello everybody and welcome back to the garage. Trying to get back on track and start getting these videos out on Sundays, but again I missed it, partially due to me moving some of this around. But in this, I'm going to walk through some of the, skipping ahead a little bit while I'm waiting for the priming, working on the seat backs, and ultimately priming. So I did finally get the priming done, and in this you'll see I'm actually moving shops, so kind of splitting it up. It's Sunday night, and I ended up getting a few things done. Working on section 40-6, which is making the spacers that are required for putting the flat motor in place. You make those spacers from a piece that comes in a kit. It's a 4-inch long by 3/8, and you've got to cut out 1, 2, 3, 4 of those spacers. And once you get them cut out, they will go in like this. Now I don't have my motor here yet, so I still have to do that, but at least I got them laid in place in the plane. Over here, just kind of shows here where you've got 2 of the spacers right here. And then down here you can see that's the other 2 spacers, that's where the motor piece goes. So I got that done. And then also, like I mentioned, when I've got other things that I need to get done, and I'm waiting on priming, because that's always fun, what I did is I jumped to section 42 and worked on figure 4 here, which is all of the holes that need to be drilled out into the seat backs. So I ended up getting all those drilled. So that's what that looks like here. And then tomorrow what I will do is, while I'm waiting, I'll end up fabricating the right and left angles that go on the back and get all this done and all the pieces of the metal cut and drilled and deburred and everything else. And once I have that done, then that'll be another batch that I can put aside and prime. So sometime this week I really will have to do some priming. I've got quite a bit of stuff now that is just hinging on getting the priming done. And when I get that done, I'll be able to finish off the seat back section. I'll be able to finish off the control section, and I'll be in good shape. Anyway, there's a quick update. Thanks, and have a great evening. Bye. It's Thursday night, and like I've mentioned before, I like skipping ahead if I've got priming to do, and glorious priming, which I'm not crazy about. So I've been working on the rear seat backs, and what I did this evening is I cut these pieces out. So I'm fabricating these. I've got this one done. I've got this guy pretty much done. I need to round the corner, and of course I have the holes drilled in the 2 back pieces. And then what I've been working on is taking those, and you can see here, you've got one piece of bracket that goes up here, it adds strength to that. The other piece is going to go down here where the hinge goes. And if I move these out of the way for a moment, what you'll see here is I've match drilled the holes on this to the back of the seat. So this is the 2 edges, and of course there's the notches for it to tip in. So that's most of one seat done. Now I'll work on the other one, and hopefully I'll get the seat backs done. Again, once I get that done, once I do the priming, now I'll prime all of this, and that way I go back to, it's pretty much assembly, deburr it and then assembly. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the update, and there you go. This is Saturday, and a quick update. This is the rear seat backs. They're all done. They're all drilled. You can see all the holes. They're deburred, though I got to go over it a little bit better. So it's pretty much ready, prepped to go for priming. I still need to do, there's a couple of dimples that need to go in here, and a countersink into the brackets for the support on the back seat, I'm guessing. And then over here, this is all the bits and pieces, all the angle iron that was cut for it, all prepped to go. and including the hinge right here. So the hinge for the left and right. I did mark them because I think once it's cut, it will become left and right. You know, initially it's not, it can be either way, but now that it's been drilled. And I'll validate that, and I'll actually put it back together, do a test fit in the plane, and next up is priming. So I think I've got quite a bit going here now, so I really do need to get down to the priming. But I figured I'd give you a quick update. Have a great evening. Bye now. Hi everybody, it's Sunday, and as you can see here, I've got the seat backs just propped in place. Obviously they haven't been clecoed, they haven't been riveted together yet, but you kind of get the gist of how they're going to look. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty good. I still got to go and remove one of the eyelets so that you can make the pins so they can be removed, but that's it. And of course I need to prime them. So that's next up, but excited about it. Priming all the parts. I didn't capture this, I was doing it somewhere else so I couldn't catch it and video it, but you can see here it's done. Again, the key was, as you can see, I'm in the shade and the temperature is about 85 degrees, so makes it go a lot easier. And there we have the rest of the parts all primed and ready to go. The tubes, they're okay. Unfortunately, I had to lay them on their side. I didn't have anything to hang them on, but they'll get the job done. Enjoy. The one thing I forgot to mention is I actually did put in my motor for the flat positioning. You can see it in here. You can see that over here I've got it already torqued down. You'll see I've got my safety wire in, and the motor's all mounted. I do need to put in my pin, cotter pin, but that's about it. And then once that's done, I'll actually put in the position sensor for it as well, which it's sport planes. And so basically what happens is then you just press a button and it'll move it to one of 3 different positions. So you don't have to be looking out the wing or anything to see it. But and holding it down, it'll just do it for you automatically. Once I get it installed, I'll show that as well. The one thing that was a little interesting is drilling out this hole here for the safety wire. It freaked me out a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. The only thing that I did do by mistake is I loosened off the nut here, and they said not to do that. I didn't read that, but I actually loosened it up. And so I reached out to Vans and they gave me the dimensions for it, so that I knew what it needed to be actually set to, because the length is already prefixed or preset at the factory. And then how much you obviously got to torque the safety nut on. But the purpose of the safety wire is just in case that nut backs out, so that it doesn't unwind from the motor. But anyway, there it is. And again, you know, as always, hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye now.